If you've ever had a late-night craving for a crunchy taco, a cheesy quesadilla, or a giant burrito stuffed with everything you can imagine, chances are Taco Bell has been your go-to spot. Today, Taco Bell is one of the most recognizable fast food chains in the world, serving millions of people every single week. But behind this massive success is a story of humble beginnings, determination, and a man with a dream of bringing Mexican-inspired flavors to American fast food. So let's take a closer look at how Taco Bell started and grew into the global brand we know today. Let's explore right here on History of Simple Things. The story begins with a man named Glen Bell. Born in 1923 in Linwood, California, Glen Bell grew up during the Great Depression, a time when resources were limited and people had to be innovative to get by. After serving in the U.S. Marine Corps during World War II, Glen returned home and decided to try his luck in the food business. His first venture wasn't tacos, though. It was actually hot dogs. In 1948, Glen opened a small stand called Bell's Drive-In, located in San Bernardino, California. He served hamburgers and hot dogs following the typical fast food model that was popular at the time. But as fate would have it, he noticed something unusual across the street. Right across from his stand was a Mexican restaurant called Mitla Café, famous for its hard-shell tacos. Customers would line up every day, wrapping around the corner just to get their hands on this simple yet flavorful dish. Glen was curious. What was it about these tacos that drew in so many people? He started visiting Mitla Café regularly, talking with the owners, and learning everything he could about how they made their tacos. Eventually, he figured out how to replicate the crunchy taco shell, which was a game changer, because most Americans weren't familiar with Mexican food at the time. Unlike traditional soft tacos, the crispy shell was easy to mass-produce and quick to serve, making it perfect for the fast food industry. By the early 1950s, Glen had begun selling his version of tacos at his stand, alongside his hot dogs and burgers. The response was positive, and Glen realized that tacos could be the future of fast food. In 1954, he took a leap and opened a taco-focused stand in San Bernardino, calling it Taco Tia. These early taco stands were incredibly successful, and Glen continued to refine his process, experimenting with recipes and developing a menu that blended Mexican-inspired flavors with American tastes. It was during this period that he laid the foundation for what would later become Taco Bell. In 1962, Glen Bell opened the very first official Taco Bell restaurant in Downey, California. The small building featured a walk-up window, a simple menu, and of course, tacos that cost only 19 cents each. At the time, Mexican food was still relatively new to many Americans, and Glen had to find ways to introduce these flavors in a way that felt approachable. He marketed his tacos as Mexican-style hamburgers, making them seem less intimidating to people who had never tried Mexican food before. This clever positioning helped him draw in curious customers who quickly became fans. The first Taco Bell was an immediate hit, and Glen saw an opportunity to expand through franchising. By 1964, he opened the first Taco Bell franchise in Torrance, California, marking the beginning of rapid growth. The idea of franchising allowed other entrepreneurs to invest in the brand, spreading Taco Bell across Southern California and eventually to other parts of the country. Within just a few years, Taco Bell locations were popping up in cities across the United States. By the late 1960s, Taco Bell had established itself as a serious player in the fast food industry. Glen's vision of affordable, quick, and flavorful Mexican-inspired food resonated with people everywhere. In 1970, the company went public, and by 1978, Taco Bell had more than 800 restaurants nationwide. That same year, Glen Bell decided to sell the company to PepsiCo, a move that gave Taco Bell the resources and support it needed to expand internationally. Under PepsiCo's ownership, Taco Bell continued to grow rapidly throughout the 1980s and 1990s. New menu items were introduced, including fan favorites like the Crunchwrap Supreme, the Doritos Locos Tacos, and a wide variety of burritos, quesadillas, and nachos. Taco Bell became known not only for its food, but also for its bold marketing campaigns, quirky commercials, and its reputation as a late-night stop for hungry customers. What's interesting about Taco Bell's success is how it managed to popularize Mexican-inspired food across the United States. Before Taco Bell, many Americans had little exposure to tacos, burritos, or quesadillas. But Glen Bell's vision turned these dishes into mainstream fast food staples. Of course, Taco Bell's food is often described as Tex-Mex or Americanized Mexican food, since it adapts traditional Mexican dishes to appeal to a broader audience. Nonetheless, it played a major role in introducing these flavors to millions of people. Today, Taco Bell operates over 7,000 restaurants worldwide, serving billions of tacos every year. It has become more than just a fast food chain, it's a cultural icon. From sponsoring major events to collaborating with celebrities and even experimenting with wild menu items like the waffle taco and the naked chicken chalupa, Taco Bell has consistently stayed relevant in an industry where many brands fade away. Its influence can be seen not just in the fast food industry, but also in how it shaped the way Americans view and enjoy Mexican-inspired cuisine. So the next time you're unwrapping a taco from Taco Bell, remember that it all started with one man's dream and a whole lot of determination. Glen Bell may no longer be with us, but his legacy lives on in every crunchy bite. Taco Bell's journey from a single stand in California to an international fast food giant is proof that a great idea, combined with persistence, can truly change the way we eat. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.